The teenage girls went, no, she has to end up with Blaine, he's prettier than Ducky.
Yeah. And so Blaine, that's a major appliance. That's not a name.
Yeah, well, maybe he washed whiter than white, I don't know.
All these years later, we all want Ducky. It's just at the time, we didn't know better. Yeah, anyway.
Nobody knew better. So we got to LA with our multi-track. We had 2 days before we started a long American tour.
Were we just about to go out with the Thompson twins?
We were about to go out. The Thompson twins starting in San Francisco. And we had 2 days to mix this song, Goddess of Love. And we get to the hotel in LA after flying in, and there's a message. This is before mobile phones. So we had a message at the hotel saying, call me. This was John Hughes. And so we called him, and he said, listen, guys, the song you've written actually doesn't work anymore. Can you write us a new one? And it's like, hold on a minute, our equipment has been flown to San Francisco. We've got 2 days before we go on tour for 2 months. How do you expect us to do this? And he said, well, I'll book you into a studio, hire whatever you need. You've got 2 days, come up with something. And we're like, you're fucking kidding me. Anyway, we did. And we, after 24 hours of not sleeping, we wrote If You Leave.
Woo! 3 o'clock in the morning, we bounced off a rough cassette, gave it to a motorcycle dispatcher, said, take that to Paramount, we're going to sleep. Yeah. And then 8:30 the next morning, having not really had much sleep, our manager phones up and says, John loves it! Yeah, great. The bad news is he wants you to finish it now, go back in the studio. So we went back in, and so that we wrote If You Leave in a couple of hours in Larrabee Studios in Hollywood it was just nuts. I mean, for the one and only time in our lives, because our equipment hadn't arrived, Paul sat at the piano. So I just went, how about this?
And you were just like with a notepad.
I was writing it right. It was like something out of Tin Pan Alley in the 60s. It was like we never wrote like that. We wrote onto tape or with a drum machine or something.
Did he send you like images? Like I was watching the film on Valentine's Day, and Ducky says to Andy, if you don't go to him, you're going to ruin this romantic moment for me. And I keep thinking, if you leave, don't leave now. Like I was watching it, I was like, wow, this song actually does really fit this. And you'd never told me before, Andy, if the two of you watched anything. Like, did you see?
We went to Paramount. We went down to Paramount when John Cryer and Molly Ringwald were shooting a scene, and they came and said, "Oh, we love your music," and we're like, "Really? What station do you listen to?" K-Rock. Oh, okay, yeah, they're the only station. K-Rock. So they were lovely, and John said, "Right, here's the script. I want you to write a song for the prom. I want this for the big prom scene." The only proviso was he just said, it's got to be 120 beats a minute, because we filmed them dancing to Don't You Forget About Me, and that's 120 beats per minute. And I went, okay, we can do that. And then we wrote Goddess of Love, which didn't work out because they changed the freaking end of the movie. I tried to write something that worked. Of course, some of the things is, my mentality was like 7 years went under the bridge. That's how long high school is in the UK, from 11 to 18. It's not 7 years in the UK.
No. Yeah, that's the UK reference.